Today on Softball 360, drama on the Stadium Power Tour heats up. Easton's Brian Wegman is tested by a shoulder injury. Will Wags play through the pain in front of hometown fans in Cincy? Brett Helmer endures canceled flights, guts it out, and drives 10 hours straight to get to the stadium. Will the Hitman make it on time? In Tampa, Dustin Roberts and Team Reebok prepare for a big show under the big top at the Trop and need a massive effort to keep Reebok in the championship chase. And tag along for a one-of-a-kind pre-game meal with Miken's Kevin Flip Philby. Flip chows down on the best stromboli on the planet. If you're on a diet, best look away. Hey, grab some extra napkins. Softball 360 starts right now. This is the only show dedicated to the sport of softball.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Softball 360. I am Timmy Layton, your host. The Long Haul Bombers and the Stadium Power Tour sure are in full swing. So right now we're going to take a look at the preview of the event in Cincinnati.
For one long-haul bomber, a game in Cincy means more than a challenge at the plate. For Miken's Kevin Philby, it means filling up his plate. Flip's pregame meal of choice is stromboli, a super pizza roll times 10.
It looks so pretty, I don't even know if I want to cut into it.
Flip's stromboli is a massive combo of meat and cheese that equals big-time flavor.
Well, if I eat as much as I plan on eating, it's going to be on. I'm telling you folks, there's probably going to be one in the river tonight.
One of the best places on the planet to calm your caveman cravings in Cincy is at Martino's. They've been creating strombolis here on Vine Street for more than 30 years.
Now you just dip it in that sauce right there and you just dig right in there. Oh my.
Tasty? You bet. But the combo of meat, cheese, garlic, and Martino's red sauce is not for those seeking a light snack.
If you're going to count calories, it's a bad thing to eat that. It's got everything in it. It's got the carbs, it's got the protein. All he has to do is go home, relax for about an hour, and he'll be ready to go.
The food must be great. How else could a restaurant that is essentially a theme park for Pittsburgh Steelers fans thrive in the middle of Cincinnati?
If the Bengals beat the Steelers, we're going to get harassed. But if we win, we're going to harass them. So it's all in fun. It's pretty good.
After lunch, Flip joins the rest of the crew for BP at a local softball complex. Welcome to Mid-American Ballpark. A softball oasis with plenty for teams and families to do both before and after games. Mid-American is owned by Easton's Brett Helmer and Brian Wegman. Wags lives nearby and now enjoys being on the business side of softball.
It's no different. I have to enjoy dealing with players and coaches and sponsors. Same personalities.
But for right now, Wags must focus on his ailing shoulder.
Iffy. I don't know. I'm going to take some swings here in a minute and see how it feels.
He's going to be playing hurt and living the mantra, no pain, no gain.
I haven't taken true BP probably about 8 weeks. So it'll be fun. They gave me the okay to go ahead and swing, but hopefully I don't screw it up too bad.
Time will tell as Team Easton, DeMarini, Reebok, and Miken's Kevin Philby are ready to put on a show at one of the prettiest parks in the Bigs. Showtime in Cincy is next.
Oof, it's about that time. You hear it? The crowd's going wild.
There's what you guys can expect from the event in Cincinnati, but now we're going to take a swing and see what the bat manufacturers have to offer this season.
We have an entire new line this year at Easton Sports. We have the Raw Power line of bats out. They are, absolutely consistent. We think we have the best mix of durability and performance on the market today. This year I'll be swinging the L 1.0 Brett Helmer signature model. This is a two-piece bat, 12-inch barrel, and loaded, just like I like it. It just feels great in your hands. Feels like a manufacturer's cup is what it feels like.
Coming back out with the 12-inch barrel Stadium. My signature model this year, it's got the aluminum handle, good end load. If you have confidence in the equipment you're working with, then the rest is downhill.
Reebok has come a long way with the technology that we have and with the research and development that we put into it. And their engineers that they have making these bats with the composites that we use are, in my opinion, far superior to anything else out there.
You know, this year I'll be hitting the new Miken KF30, which is my signature bat. I'm very, very impressed with it. The durability is very good. The pop is really, really good. It's got the 13.5-inch barrel with the Super Max, which is the full ounce end load. I'm jacked up, ready to go.
Still ahead, we'll return to Cincy as 10 long-haul Bombers get ready to slam an evil softball into the Ohio River. Will Wegman strain through the pain? And later, Dustin Roberts and Team Reebok prep for the big show before the Yankees-Rays game at the Trop. Step into the virtual vault. Send us your highlights and photos like these to softball360.com. We'll use them on the show and pick prizes for the picks that sum up the spirit of softball. And get ready for the ASA Slow Pitch National Championships. The best softball teams in North America square off in St. Paul, August 23rd and 24th. For details, log on to softball360.com.
Softball 360 is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference, and the difference is Easton. By Miken Sports. Elite equipment for the elite player. Miken Sports. By bpathletics.com. When you want the best in quality, service, and price, log on to bpathletics.com. And by softballcenter.com, the site for major softball news.
Welcome back to Softball 360. I am Timmy Layton. It is time now that the Long Haul Bombers take the field at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati.
Round 2 of the Stadium Power Tour, a double shot with a pre- and post-game show at Great American Ballpark before and after the Reds-Cubbies game.
Each slugger gets 15 swings. Each home run is worth 1 point, except the last pitch, known as the money ball. It's worth 2 points and can be the tiebreaker. Heads up in the outfield. Get ready to see some big-time blasts as the world's greatest softball home run hitters are on deck. Get ready.
Chris the Crusher Larson from DeMarini leads off and sets the bar high with several upper deck shots. Chris and his signature bat, the CL22, are a huge part of a spectacular start. One after another are out of here as power and technique are on display. The Crusher ends his shift with 11 points and the early lead. His Demo teammates, Adam Rockoff and Donovan Pokraka, while both hit hard, they were a tad inconsistent on this day. Team Reebok countered with a quick and measured response. Up first, Chris the G-Man Griner.
Get it, boy, let's go!
A giant man with humongous homers to match. G-Man goes deep, earning 9 points and plenty of respect. Team Reebok's heart and soul is Dustin D-Rock Roberts. His fast, compact swing sends evil softballs flying. Ooh. Nice show, D-Rock. 9 points, keeping Reebok in the hunt for the championship. In the post-game show, drama was building in the tunnel as Scott Kirby makes his Power Tour debut. His Easton teammate, Brian Wegman, is playing hurt.
It's felt better, I tell you that. We'll give it a whirl, though.
Both Easton batters rose to the occasion. Helmer shakes off the road dust. Attaboy! One after another, they fly off his Easton bat. The Road Warrior is now king of the road with 10 big points. Now it's Wegg's turn, and each swing is a painful reminder of the shoulder injury. But hey, if this is playing hurt, then folks, look out below. Because when Weggs gets it right, it may be over. Weggs and his Easton bat are on fire. The hometown hero hits 11 points and is now tied for the lead with DeMarini's Chris Larson. The last Bomber to step up, Kevin Flip Philby. The reigning champ puts his mic and bat to good use. Boom! There it is. Remember, the hefty lefty inhaled a Stromboli for a pregame meal, and perhaps that is providing power and pop and the perfect dessert. Into the Ohio River? Just maybe. Flip ends the show with 11 points, and the result is a rare three-way tie for Larson, Wegman, and Philby. Plenty of action ahead on the Stadium Power Tour, including a big show at Turner Field, home to the Tomahawk Chop and the Atlanta Braves, followed by a hit parade in Motown at Comerica Park, and then showtime in Houston, St. Louis, Seattle, Minneapolis, New York, and Miami. It all builds to the finals in St. Paul, Minnesota at Midway Stadium on August 23rd.
We have more ahead on Softball 360, so stay tuned.
When we return, hang out with Reebok's D-Rock and J-Backs. Big hitters and larger-than-life characters.
Welcome back to Softball 360, everyone. I am Timmy Layton, your host. Right now, we're going to give you the opportunity to meet one of the Long Haul Bombers themselves. I am talking about Dustin Roberts from Team Reebok.
Meet the Bombers' own version of The Rock, Dustin D-Rock Roberts. He embodies the spirit of Team Reebok.
Be a long day for somebody today in the Trop.
D-Rock is off to a strong start, confident of his skills at the plate.
You know, I like to motivate. I like to make sure my teammates stay up. I like to keep everybody loose in the dugout. I like to be a leader. I think of myself as a pretty good leader. And when I get in the box, I like to bang. You know, I know a lot of people think it's really easy to go out there and hit a home run. They think the bats and the balls or whatever, but that's not the hard part. It's getting that 35,000 people out of your head when you need to put up a big number to try to help your team out. Get there.
In just 2 short seasons, D-Rock has quickly established himself as one of the go-to guys on the tour.
You know, he does not like to lose. He goes out there and goes after it each time. He's, you know, obviously he's one of the longest hitters on the tour, so he could win at any point.
I don't know if there's really a pitch that he's not going to hit very well, because he's going to get extended and he's going to flick it 400, 4 plus. He just has that ability.
D-Rock is more than a power hitter and power lifter. He's hands-on in the design, testing, and creation of the latest in bat technology, the Reebok Barrage. It's a bat Dustin knows will upgrade your game.
Well, with the 2-piece design, it's a little bit of flex with a stiffer feel, so it's not your typical 2-piece. It allows you to have a little bit more whip on the bat, allows you to not have to come out of your shoes, so to speak, and just a real smooth swing is going to get the job done with this bat.
Reebok just reinvented their bats this year. We used a 2-piece bat. Guys helped design it. Reebok owns CCM hockey sticks, and we used the technology from the CCM hockey into this bat. So it definitely performs.
D-Rock also has a background few can match. He proudly served in the U.S. Coast Guard. A typical day at the office meant rescuing sinking ships, chasing down drug runners, and even a few hurricanes.
I couldn't do. It's you got to be a special kind of person to do that.
Dustin depends on Reebok teammates Chris Greinert and Jason Baxter for backup in the long battle to be number one.
We clicked from the get-go.
We thought we were going to hate Greinert at first, but now we're starting to like him.
Well, let's not go that far. We're on the fence still, but we like him more a little bit every time.
I appreciate that, fellas.
Stepping in at 6'6" and close to 300 pounds, Jason Baxter is big as a house. The big man tag teams with D-Rock as running mates for softball fun and games.
Bro, I didn't think you'd get 415 3 times.
I didn't either. That's the most I've got in a while.
I tell you what, it was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Felt like I was leg pressing.
Oh, my bad.
For sure, J-Bax and D-Rock are an imposing pair. On this day, the Stadium Power Tour moves to Tampa St. Pete and the Trop. D-Rock and his Reebok team know it's time. It's Reebok's time to make a move for the championship.
I think that we're all three leaders, so I think we kind of feed off each other and do whatever we have to do to keep the other one up. We're going to have to be consistent. We're going to have to stay positive and be consistent. And I think if we do that, well, the talent will speak for itself.
We have more ahead on Softball 360. Please stay tuned.
Still ahead, showtime under the big top at the Trop. Reebok and Easton go head-to-head. Will Wags hit, or will his sore shoulder send him to the shower?
Softball 360 is brought to you by DeMarini. Upgrade your game with the DeMarini CL22. By Evil Sports. The best softball on the planet is evil. EvilSports.com. By Reebok. Check out the Reebok 2013 Barrage at suncoastsports.net. And by the WSL. Play the next level. The WSL Worth North American Championship Series.
Welcome back to Softball 360. It is showtime, where the Long Haul Bombers are ready to take on the Trop.
Dateline, Tampa St. Pete, and Tropicana Field. Built back in the 1990s, the Trop has hosted the World Series, the Final Four, and even hockey. Sure, it's a dome, but today a fully enclosed park is actually a good thing, as game time temps soar at a tropical 95 degrees before the Yankees and Rays game. Plenty of targets at which the Sluggers can take aim, a giant orange, and the now legendary catwalk, where a few softballs have landed. Easton Scott Kirby is new to the tour, but no stranger to slamming homers. Curbs was drafted by and played for the Milwaukee Brewers organization. Today, he's part of the Easton team determined to repeat as Manufacturers Cup champs. Everyone likes Curbs and his whip-like swing. He does not disappoint, putting up 9 points, setting the bar high. Reebok's Dustin Roberts and his Barrage bat are close behind. A steady, compact swing sends the evil softball screaming out of the Trop. D-Rock is putting on a hitting clinic. D-Rock ends the day with 10 points, holding the lead so far. His teammates Jason Baxter and Chris Greinert step up with 8 points apiece, and some solid work at the plate. Brett the Hitman Helmer is fully rested and ready to punish some softballs, and the hefty lefty is on it.
Good swing, Brett!
There it goes. Hitman is making quick work of it with crushing shots to right field and ends up with 10 points, tied for the lead. Brian Wegman steps up. The big question, how will his nagging shoulder injury respond? The answer comes quickly from his Easton back.
Get up on the catwalk, brother!
There it goes. If this is playing hurt, beware a healthy Brian Wegman. He's playing through the pain and hitting like a man on fire. Despite a sore shoulder, Wags rose to the occasion, blasting out 12 big points to lead the show at the Trop. Congrats to Team Easton, who takes home a victory.
Yeah, 31 for Easton. That's pretty cool. Elmer said he won at 30 on the way to the park for the team. We got it 31. I think he'll be happy with that.
Take a look at the final standings from round 3 at Tropicana Field.
What an event taking place in Florida where we crowned a new champion. That's all the time we have for you tonight on Softball 360, but join us online at softball360.com. I'm Timmy Layton. I'll see you guys next time, and as I like to say, let's get out to the ballpark and play ball.
Next week on Softball 360, the Stadium Power Tour travels to the great state of Texas for a show at the Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Reebok and Easton square off at the plate. We'll preview the ASA Championships from Midway Stadium in St. Paul, Minnesota, as the best of the best meet to crown a champion and go one-on-one with Easton's Brett the Hitman Helmer, a bigger-than-life character on and off the field. Those stories and more next week on Softball 360.